Joseph, favored son of Israel.
The road to Emmaus. On the third day after Jesus' crucifixion, 2 of his disciples were going to the village of Emmaus. While they walked and questioned each other, Jesus himself came near and walked with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him.
What are we going to do now?
I thought he was the one. Why are you walking and talking so sadly?
Don't you know the things that have happened recently in Jerusalem?
What things? The things concerning the prophet, Jesus the Nazarene. The priests and our rulers crucified him.
But we were hoping that he would redeem Israel.
And now it is the 3rd day since these things happened.
Also, some of the women from our group said that he was alive.
Foolish people. Didn't the prophets write that the Son of Man had to suffer these things in order to enter into his glory? Beginning from the law and the prophets, he explained to them in all the scriptures the things concerning himself. This is just one of the stories Jesus could have told. Consider the story of Joseph! Greetings, Bible nerds! It is I, Artsy Bible Nerd. When last we left our comic book, we were drawing page number 18, and we started on the backgrounds. And now we are continuing with the background of page 1, frame 1 of page 18. Tune in to see what happens next. Whoa. Okay, that was dramatic, loud music. Let's turn that down a little bit. It is Friday. My first payday Friday. And because I'm not going to see much discretionary income from this paycheck, but it's going to fund things like bills and mortgage. Fun things I couldn't pay for before. On my own, at least. I paid for gas today. I forgot how to pump the gas from my own card. I was second guessing myself. Is this the card I want to use? Yes. Yes, it is. Because I have money on it. So, don't ask me any questions about The Mandalorian because I have still not seen anything but episode 1 of the new Mandalorian series, this season that is. Because I am still under the agreement. I'm not allowed to watch any new episodes. And the reason that I have not watched any new episodes is because my daughter's always out. She's always... And if I watch it without her, she's always out with her friends, doing teenage friend stuff. Teenage friend stuff without daddy. Without mommy or daddy. And that's to be expected. You know, teenagers will be teenagers. She's almost about to go to college soon, so I don't know. I'd like to see her before she leaves us. Isn't there, I think it's something about in Genesis that that's the reason that the children will leave their parents. Haven't read Genesis in a long time. Haven't read Genesis from the actual Bible in a long time. Been listening to a lot of podcasts. I'm currently in session 5 of Emmaus, and I'm currently current with the Bible Project. Emmaus just finished their take on Revelation, which, by the way, I learned so much more about Revelation than previous cassette series. Let's say cassette series, because that's how long ago it was recorded. I listened to it in cassette form back in the 90s. It was very similar. They take a stand. They are not literal readers of Revelation. Every part of Revelation comes from the Old Testament. It comes from a symbol or a picture used in the Old Testament. And I am not going to go through, nor can I go through all the imagery in this format right now. It would be very difficult for me to do while drawing at the same time. But in summation, it's a summary of all the things that were written in the Old Testament, and the point of it was in order to encourage the Christians that were going through persecution at the time. So it would not have been very encouraging for them to hear, oh, by the way, in the 21st century, they're going to have helicopters and they're going to have nuclear weapons and stuff like that, and this is exactly what we're talking about. So, no, that is not what the early Christians would have wanted to hear, in my belief. So I may have just ruffled some feathers. I may have just caused some people to unfollow me, unsubscribe. I apologize if you were one of those people. I love you with the love of the Lord. Maybe I shouldn't. If I want to get subscribers and followers, maybe I should keep my controversial thoughts to myself. I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but I can't keep it to myself. That's one of those songs we sing. I should really have a method to my madness. Maybe I should go from left to right, contiguous line to contiguous line. That would be a muffin. That would have been an organized way to draw line after line after line. So I have to say, I'm not sure if I said this on stream or not, but if I'm repeating myself, then it just shows, it just proves that I'm telling the truth. I told the truth the first time, and my story has not changed. I'm sticking to it. So I prayed a lot of prayers while I was unemployed, and then employed, and then unemployed again, and then trying to be employed. So I lost my job in 21 and 2 more times. So three periods of unemployment. If you don't pray while you're unemployed, then when are you going to pray? That's my question. Don't get me wrong. God does want you to pray when times are good, but if you're not praying when times are bad, even like the pagans do, then you're not going to pray at all. So I did quite a bit of praying, and the things that I prayed for, the kind of job that I prayed for, the kind of thing that I thought that I was the best fit for, is the kind of job that I have right now. The kind of boss that I have, the bosses that I've worked well with in the past are people who are patient, who don't expect me to know more than I actually know, who want to actually teach me and want me to learn, and those were not the kind of bosses that I've had recently. So, for one thing, it was a learning experience about the kind of environment that I'm going to thrive in. And I learned how to, the interview process is not just for them to figure me out. It's for me to figure out the person I'm going to be working with. So there were red flags. There was at least one red flag in my last job that I had that I got fired from. Maybe not fired, but I was a temp. I was not hired on full time. They chose not to hire me full time. And I thought, surely they will see what kind of a worker I am, how great of a work ethic I am, the kind of person that I am, and surely they will hire me on. Not the case. Twice in a row. Those were the kind of jobs that they expected me to know everything without asking questions. Or at least they wanted me to know more than I actually did. So, the red flag I was about to tell you about. So, my interviewer, this company shall remain unnamed, my interviewer had a temper fit in the interview. Even when I was they were trying to impress me and get me on board, there was a little fit of rage, as